story actually. When my physics professor actually predicted, I think it was like 3 weeks before or 1 month before we got closed, he actually predicted that it is highly possible that the schools are going to close. And I was like, what? And I didn't understand really, you know. And I recall that all of the class, all were thinking like, if only, you know, if only that would be possible, that would be so great. And 1 month after that, we were closed. And I remember the last class that we had with this professor of physics before the school got finally closed. And all he said was, I don't want to say anything, but I told you. So that was really, and you know, it was really quite a prediction, because it wasn't really, I think that was like at the moment where, at least in my country, in Czech Republic, on the news you could only see like a new form of virus was found in China, you know, and it's from pets and blah blah blah, and you know, it can actually do quite a damage to your respiratory system and blah blah blah, but it was still in China. And I think just few of them were reported in my country, you know, just few of them. And he just only with that information predicted that I think it's highly possible that schools are going to close. The only thing is, he said like 2 to 3 months, and it was actually much faster than that. So that was pretty scary actually. You know, something like in Simpsons as well. It happens a lot that they predict the future, as they say. But okay, I drive out of the question. So I recall that my hobby when the pandemic first hit was playing a lot of video games, to be honest. Since all the classes that we had were online, and in most of the classes the teachers didn't really require this, like us students to anticipate, no, to interact during the class. They just had like their thing, you know, and like for 40 or 45 minutes they were just like talking about whatever. And then at the end of the class they were like asking, and before they asked, that time, to be 100% honest with you, which I always want to, I recall playing a lot of World of Tanks, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive. At that time, I think right now it's like Counter-Strike 2 or something, like a new version. But like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Smite, and games like that I was playing a lot. And I recall one time playing Counter-Strike and having a mathematics class, and the professor asked me, and no, he didn't ask me. No, I would be lying if I said that. The math professor asked everybody, like, what's the answer? And the answer was either A, B, C, or D, or F, maybe, as well. And I recall, because I would have this video call with the class on a Zoom, and then I would have a video call with, it wasn't video call, come on, like a call, over Zoom, and then I had like this other call with my friends, and that's another thing that I forgot to say. Some classes, like some teachers, actually wanted us to turn on camera. So like in one class, all of us had to have camera. Like Jesus, And when you just like were that antisocial, or myself, I was just so antisocial at that time, since I was, we were just mostly at home. I was like shy, maybe to have even like freaking camera, so it was really weird. And I remember that in one class we all had to have camera and blah blah blah, so it was really hard to cheat. But sometimes I just wrote sorry, I don't have camera. But it was mandatory. Let's say if she was testing us, or But what I wanted to tell you is that I was playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and I recall that instead of unmuting the microphone on the Discord, I unmuted the microphone on the Zoom class. When I had the class, the mathematics class, and I unmuted it instead of Discord on the class. And I said, it's B, motherfucker, it's B. And then I just hear from the class, silent. They all just went silent, like everybody just went silent. And after 5 seconds, I was like, what happened? Did the class end already? So I opened the browser, and everybody was there, but just silent. And after like 5 or 10 seconds, the professor said, yeah, that's correct. Can you explain why? right now we have the same person, Lucifer, asking another question. What movies and TV shows do you enjoy? What movies and TV shows? I was actually lately doing video on Buy Me a Coffee on quite a similar question. My all-time favorite movie would be Inception, I would say. Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, because I just enjoyed it. To be honest, like all all the concept, the visuals and everything was just super fine. But if I were to be honest, like some saga movies, I mean Harry Potter, of course, Pirates of Caribbean. I mean there are a lot of movies that I really enjoy to watch, and I also like to rewatch from time to time. Another movies for instance Transformers. So I would say Transformers, Harry Potter. Transformers, not the new one, okay? From 1 to 5, I would say. The first 5 parts. I mean, the first 3 parts I've seen at least 50 times each, to be honest. So I would say Transformers, Harry Potter, Pirates of Caribbean, There's not like favorite sagas. Then I would say like movie, Inception. But I also like Gladiator, all those movies like this, Rambo movies, Terminators, Expendables. I mean, there are a lot of films I just enjoy. To be honest, I cannot really choose one. But like, okay, if I had to choose one, I think I would go with Inception. Probably. Yeah. Interstellar, also great film. I just like Hans Zimmer music, so I just enjoy when he does music for a film. It's just like amazing. So yeah. Also the film from Quentin Tarantino. Films from Quentin Tarantino are great. The movie angles and all that. That was that Western movie about the black slaves. Also with Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it was Jesus, I don't remember right now. Free Jumbo was no. I don't. If you recall the film, you can write it in the comment section. Like when there was like one black man, like one free black man, and all of them were like, wow, he's free. How is it possible? Blah, blah, blah. That was a good film, to make you understand the situation before. And TV shows, I would say 2.5 Men, Friends, Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders. Yeah, right now I'm actually rewatching Breaking Bad. So, how did you discover ASMR and why did you decide to pursue it? Okay, we have a question from Sosolitsek. I actually discovered ASMR because of my brother. He also has an ASMR channel. Maybe you know him, Jake ASMR. So that's how I discovered ASMR, and I decided to pursue it honestly because I enjoyed. I wasn't really like ASMR enthusiast at first, but I decided to pursue it because I like the concept of the videos, that there is no editing included. You don't have to spend that much time pursued. It wasn't at first really for the ASMR, because I wasn't really feeling ASMR back then. But then, as I was watching more ASMR, I got to, to get the tingles and everything more. And then I understood why people are actually watching these videos. Even though nowadays it's really hard to find like a good ASMR, like ASMR that's really an ASMR, and it's not some sexual shit, if I'm honest. So I decided to pursue it basically, because I like to express myself to public, I guess, and to help and to spread positive energy. What's a meal you could eat all the time from It's Zach ASMR? Okay, hey Zach, what's a meal you could eat all the time? There is no meal that I could eat all the time. Really, there is not. Because when I eat something a lot, well, maybe eggs. Okay, maybe eggs. Because right now I actually thought about how stupid my answer was. Because I'm eating eggs every morning for 6 months already. So I think it's eggs. Every morning, 3 to 4 eggs, with cheese and ham. Definitely eggs. Yeah. What is your favorite muscle group to train? Asks Noah. My favorite muscle group to train is probably chest. Honestly, I just enjoy working out my chest, and of course with arms, and back as well. So I would say back and chest, probably, and arms are after that, below that, because I just enjoy doing pull-ups, which is very great for back, push-ups, which is very great for chest, and doing basically chest exercises. So chest, and back. Those are my favorite muscle groups to train. What's your favorite movie? From Cool Cookie. So as I said before, Inception. Yeah. We have another question from Cool Cookie. Hey, my friend, how are you doing?